only Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D! Hump Day.
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network Top 5 Wednesday as well. Look at this chat already. My name is Neil Rule. That guy's D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter. He's charged up. Did you go to sleep at all last night,
Barely.
Spencer?
I went to sleep, I woke up, and I worked out this morning. That's how Javi's got me acting today. He's got me feeling great, tiger down.
Look at this chat.
Dude, this is awesome, Neil. I haven't been that happy watching a Tigers baseball game, a regular season game, in a while. Like, this is magical.
You know what is electric? I was obviously golf league, obviously listening to it on the radio, but Dan Petrie, right? 84 World Series, been around the game forever. I heard him say yesterday about 5 times, man, this game is awesome. Man, what a baseball game.
It was a great baseball
game. It was like, that is the epitome of, like, if you want to make somebody a baseball fan,
yeah,
or the excitement of it, that's why I watch Sunday Night Baseball. Like, that's why, like, dial in. Now we have a Sunday Night Baseball team. Oh, my God.
Wow.
If they have a home... I have a standing
you know what
rule.
I mean?
If they have a home Sunday night game, I go. No questions asked.
Yeah, we're in those waters.
Yeah.
Right, we're in those waters. But how electric? How electric that ballpark was, the never say quit, just the back and forth, right? That, like, to me, that was like baseball right to the end. And, I'll get, shout out to Javi Baez. Just, a couple different things that we can dial into is why this resurgence. Chase, I think you said it the best. His nickname tells us all of it. What's his nickname?
His nickname's El Mago, the magician, and part of being a magician is making something disappear. All of his offensive production last year was gone.
The last 3 years.
Yeah, I'm just looking at last year. But the part of being a magician, though, he's bringing it back. All the magic we saw come back this year, and Javi's back, baby. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But to me, Neil, and this is the thing, and you mentioned it about a month ago or whatever. That injury that he had to his hip and whatever he got done was really hurting him, obviously more than anything last year. And coming back and rehabbing and being where he's at, I mean, do we have at this point the best number 9 hitter in the league?
We have one of the best hitters in the league.
Oh, yeah, the number 9 thing. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, yeah, he's Manny Ramirez. He's Man Ram now.
Man Ram.
Hey, can we vote for the All-Star?
Pedro, did you hear what Pedro Martinez said last night?
No.
He said Javier Baez, Gold Glove center fielder. I mean,
who says no?
Who says no? The guy's playing as good as it gets.
Weren't we talking about the Tigers having a Gold Glove center fielder
we
last offseason too? We all thought it'd be Parker Meadows. Who thought it'd be Javier Baez, baby?
You know what's interesting? And by the way, welcome in. Jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Use a super chat if you want to skip the line. Randy Shabro says, Neil needs to apologize to Javi publicly. I did that already, remember? I think Sean was here that day. Sean said, I apologize that you were so bad that I expected nothing out of you. I apologize.
He did apologize.
So there you have it, Randy. I did you the short version right there. Burn in the super chat. My favorite part after Javi and friends saved Detroit was when Javi put on the American flag over his back and said, if I can change, then you can change. Gave him the Rocky IV. Also in the super chat, Double G21, boom shakalaka, Javi bomb for the win. Javi's jersey does it again. So, yes, absolutely. I did get a DM. Somebody said that they're sending me a Javi Baez jersey to the station. And I told them I would wear. I'll wear it.
Yeah.
I got my Javi shirt. I'm just here to see Javi Baez. Like, who's not right now?
Who's not? He's one of the hottest hitters in baseball. He is. If the All-Star game started tomorrow, he would be your starting center fielder for the American League. Javier BAEZ is electric, man. It makes me happy. We got AJ Hinch talking about it that we can play after the break.
Yeah.
But it's I talked about it yesterday a little bit, having Gleyber Torres in there, how that helped him a lot, having another Latin guy, having another leader to help these young guys to take some of the pressure off him. We had Chris Castellani on heavyweights yesterday. He kind of echoed that sentiment, like Gleyber took a lot of the pressure off of him, and AJ Hinch took a lot of the pressure off of him by telling him, like, hey, we don't need you to be superstar Javi. Be the 9-hole scrappy guy. And that's turned into superstar Javi. The guy is hitting. He is first on the Tigers in batting average. He is third on the Tigers in RBIs. He is second on the Tigers, or tied for first in OPS. And he's top 4 in home runs. He is your best position player, Javier BAEZ, right now. It's insane.
No, it is insane. How's Chris doing, by the way? That's my guy.
He's doing great.
Is he?
He's doing great,
Awesome.
yeah.
Glad to hear it. I don't know why I never reached out to him to get him on the show, but you guys did, so that's cool.
Yeah.
The Dr. Mario, Neil, did you turn your head away from the TV last night? No, we went over this yesterday. I watched the Tigers game. He's a part of the Tigers game. Like, it's not, I don't just go seek out something like the draft lottery like people do. We went through this yesterday, everybody. But D-Mac, I mean, what do you say, man? It's like Lumberjack Zach. Neil, you should have wore a Javi jersey today. One is on the way.
That's hype.
Ad's 411. My ears hurt when Neil talks. I feel the same way when my eyes when I read your messages, Ad's. All right, D-Mac. What?
Tone.
Was it?
A little bit.
Okay.
No, it was just a straight chirp. It was a good one. It was playoff hockey chirp right there.
But I mean, D-Mac, like, what do you say? This season, and there's like D-Mac. That game last night was an electric baseball game, as you said. If you want to show somebody a baseball game, you show them that game. That game was incredible.
So fun.
But here's the deal. Like throughout the Javi mania and all that stuff, D-Mac, what Javi did yesterday for the team was he allowed 3 things to happen. Number 1, and this is where Tarek Skubal doesn't get credit. AJ Hinch last night was able to empty the clip with the bullpen because he knows that Skubal's going today. He knows it.
Yeah.
Boston emptied the clip to the point where they were out of pitchers,
Yeah.
which is what we saw. Like, again, this is the new thing. The first game of the series, when they took him out, they emptied the clip with their bullpen. They were literally out of pitch. That guy had no business being out there for 30 pitches, but they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
So they're right. Thinking back, they should have position playered somebody in the 12-1 game or whatever to save their. But I think you bring up such a great point as far as like this goes deeper into the iceberg.
It's deeper than this, yes.
Of why of AJ Hinch and the vibe. Like this Tigers team, they know who they are. The couple things, like getting back to Javi BAEZ, 2 things when you look and you read and stuff. Him quoting that he's back playing center field, like he started in center field as a little kid, right? So it's like he's excited to play, and you can see that. And doing that, when you listen to Torque interview and you listen to the guys talk about him, remember last year when I said why we needed him out of there because of the example he was setting to the young guys, undisciplined at the plate with the youth that we had, it was no good. And obviously being injured was the hindrance to that, as we see he's healthy now. But the fact that the team was without him was able to make those strides. Then when he gets back, and like you said, adding Gleyber Torres, who's a fellow countryman or somebody on a same page, you've opened up not only healthy Javi, but leadership Javi, what they expected, what we expected 3 years ago. Right, to the fact of that, but it's how the team and how everybody plays behind him and how they talk to him. He's an integral part of this team. When the young guys talk about him, how inspiring he is, and how can he not be? Right. So like you said, picking each other up, and for him to be able to do that. But I see leadership all over the ballpark, and that's what we didn't see last year. Forget the fact he's the worst player in the league. Right. The fact that it was dragging everybody else down. This year, no, he's pumping up tires, and he's an integral part of that.
And that's why it was big last night, because he allowed them to overcome that. Because, again, A.J. Hinch emptied the bullpen because he knew Skubal's going today, and the bullpen didn't pitch well, which ran counter to what they are, because they're the best bullpen in baseball. Like they are, and they didn't
But
pitch
you got
like
away
it last
with
night.
it.
But you got away
You
with
got
that,
away, and good teams get away with that
and
shit.
then the third, this went missed by everyone. The third base situation at defense in the 11th inning, that ground ball that went off the glove. You know what I'm saying? They got away with it. They shouldn't have, but they did. And that's what Javier afforded them the luxury to do yesterday. Woodward Sports Super Chat, Bloody Mary.
2 dongs, 6 ribbies. I don't know, man. I love it.
And
I said, when I was at that game, obviously I've been hyped for Javi and high on Javi this year because I had some expectations for him. Not this. Nobody expected it except for Braylon. Braylon said 300. Shout out to Braylon. But like going and watching him play, he is objectively fun player to watch play baseball when he's not.
I will give him that.
Like he's flashy, he's athletic, he knows what he's doing. His base running is very exciting to watch.
Sometimes.
So when he's playing like this, it just enhances everything, and he's one of the most fun players to watch in the league. And he's just a fun guy to root because he's got swag, he's got the aura. Like I said, I went to the game when me and Easy went to the game. And I was hammered. I was sitting there chirping the other team the whole time. Javi's playing third base. A light shone down upon him with the glove. I was like, dude, I think I really like Javi now. It like clicked at that point. And even Easy and the people around me were like, all right, bro. But it's just fun to watch him play the game and play it at this level. Because he plays with the flair and the flash, so when it's going good.
Well, and he still did it last night.
Yeah.
He still swung at a ball that was in the other batter's box, but I needed it.
Like
Not in a bad way. Like, I still want him to do that because it's fun.
I love Riley Green. Love Riley Green. He's auraless. Auraless. Yeah. That's not his fault. It's just
some people aren't cut that way.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Javi's got aura. The bat flip, the hands up, that was awesome, dude. Like
that picture.
Yeah.
Epic picture.
The catcher walking off.
Yeah.
Remind me of Mags.
Yeah.
Ordonez.
He's one of my favorite players on the team now. Like, clean cut, period. Like, the way that he's playing, last year I came in here, I was raging every single day about Javi Baez and the fact that I wanted him DFA'd. He is now one of my favorite players on the team. I bought his jersey last night. I'm not, Neil Rule with the furnaces over there getting free jerseys from his fans. But I did buy my own.
Well, you're auraless. What can I say?
Your dad bought you.
Javi's aura actually bought it for me.
Yeah.
So.
Bloody Mary in the.
Thanks, Dad.
My dad actually didn't buy it for me. I bought it myself.
Okay. Bloody Mary in the super chat. Neil's Javi is Easy's golf. Both say they want the team to win, but we all know their agenda. Hashtag El Mago.
No,
it is not.
Neither are like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Easy is. I'm not.
Yeah.
Easy wants the team to win, and that means Goff is going to play well. He doesn't
Sean
get mad
Hart,
when
you
Goff plays
says it. Let's be real. Javi deserved every bit of criticism he got
Thank you.
last year, and deserves all the praise he's getting this year.
Agree 100%. Like that, but that. See, D-Mac. All right. Let me clean up these super chats.
Isn't this the
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Isn't this the greatest? With new information, I'm allowed to
change my opinion.
That is fair.
Sam Flannel.
Sam Flannel.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Let's get real with Joseph KG. We can compare the Javi deal to the Knicks deal for Bridges. He's a huge part of the Knicks beating Boston. I think Javi can do this in the playoffs to help the Tigers win a World Series, and then we'll say it was worth it.
It's worth it right now.
In this moment.
Last night made it worth it. I'm in. I'm all the way in. I couldn't be more in.
Okay. Hey, Jason, appreciate it, Jason. No, I absolutely appreciate the message. That's a good talking point, for real. That's a good talking point, and we're going to get to it. But I do want to address the whole Javi apology thing. Let's drill down with this and get to the baseline. Then we can all move forward, I think. What?
Nothing.
What?
No, I didn't move forward.
Jason Kenyon in the super chat. I'm going to skip the Tigers. Can't say enough about him. Skipping to Cade and the Pistons. Cade's a younger SGA. Never complains. Works on mistakes. Is better every time out. Cade versus SGA in 2 years max.
No. I mean, I could see them matching up. He's not a SGA. SGA is...
Burn in the super
a lot.
Burn in the super chat. Javi told Manfred to free Pete, and he listened.
Facts.
I hope. Remind me to get into that later, D-Mac.
Yeah, shout out Pete. Wow.
This is baseball.
It's kind of piece of shit.
100% it's shitty.
Oh, he's dead now, so we can let him in.
Yeah, I think that's the worst, dude.
That's
Yeah,
really
people who
so
are dead
scumbag.
can no longer disrespect the integrity of the game.
Yeah. Really fucked up stuff.
I know. I do. I wanna get into that. But let's do it when we come back.
Though?
No, I'm not surprised. And we'll touch on it. Tell about Les Stanford.
Les Stanford, I will tell them about Les Stanford because Les Stanford has a ride for everybody. Les Stanford Buick GMC has great offers for everyone. Get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for only $259 per month, or try out the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation for only $169 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Hummer EV SUV for only $699 per month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their mass inventory. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Looking to upgrade your relaxation game, just like Jesus over there. Check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, with the top brands from massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki, located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit at www.massagechairhouse.com or scan the QR code Massage Chair House. Your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
All right, we are off and running. Big D Energy, Woodward
I am
Sports
so
Network.
happy for that guy.
Sorry, AJ Hinch.
I don't know if he's going to tell you how important it is to him. I don't know if he's going to tell you how much it means to him, but I know it does. And our whole team explodes, not just because we win, and not just how we win, but the fact that Javi's right in the middle of it is so awesome for this team and for Javi himself.
Great game about the team, raising him back for the playoff game. Now let's see what happens tonight. What's that mean?
I mean, he's all in. We ask our guys to be all in, and here's a guy who has been through a lot in his time here and continues to battle, continues to fight, continues to try, learning a new position, abbreviated playing time at the beginning of the season to now every day we're wearing him out. And he's all in. Like he's an incredible human and he's doing his part, and he should get all the praise for how he's gone about it in his time here.
That was AJ Hinch talking about Javi Baez last night after the magical Tigers victory over the Boston Red Sox.
Double dong. Oh, man. They were bombs, too.
Yes,
no
they
doubters.
Aura, baby, come
A
on.
lot of aura.
Standing there watching it fly, come on.
All right, Woodward Sports chat thread. Berm, when Javi hoists that World Series trophy. Let me see here.
World
Phil,
Series MVP, come on.
Phil, we will never let you forget, Neil. The dull spoon, great, another sarcastic apology coming. Can we drill down on this one then? Just real quick. We can baseline it. Another look, a lot of people have said it, but for those that don't, he was the worst everyday player in baseball last year.
Not the second worst.
Not the second
Not
worst.
the third worst.
One of the worst ever. So, I don't.
Who
I don't,
was worse? the Red Wings PK this year or Javi Baez,
Javi Baez
last
was.
year?
He was worse.
Even worse.
Yeah.
That put it in perspective. And the Wings had the third worst in the history of the league, under 70%.
No doubt. So, like, it was justified. The
Yeah.
comments, all of it, were justified. Here's the deal. This is a very simple business, everybody. When you do well, people talk good about you. When you do bad, people get upset with you. That's how it works. There is no magic. There's no magic formula to this business, to this job. I'm paid to tell you what I think. That's what I thought. Is he helping the team this year? Yes, he is. So things have changed now. 100% things have changed. And somebody said it earlier. The criticism is valid and justified. We saw it. Now, the praise right now, and remember too, through 34 games or whatever the number is, that's what it is. The criticism is, or the validation is justified right now. He's helping the team win. Javi Baez helped a bad performance by the bullpen, which we never see because they're one of the best bullpens in baseball. Defense problems at third base last night in extra innings. We saw that as well. He helped them overcome it. They won. Like that, the praise is justified now. I don't know what else to say it. Guys, I wasn't wrong in that. Where were all of you last year when we had these discussions, all these righteous, Neil, you owe Javi blood. Where were you last year? Where were you guys saying, well, come on, Neil, he's going to turn this around? There were literally none of you. Sure. Everybody is stunned by what's happening right now. And I enjoy it because I'm a Tigers fan and I want the Tigers to win. And when he helps a team, I enjoy that. I don't know what else to tell you guys. As Sean said, I apologize for you being so historically bad that I expected next to nothing out of you. And now you've done this. And through this stretch, you've been one of the best hitters in baseball.
Yeah.
One of the best center fielders in baseball. You have been.
That's so great.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane to say.
Yeah.
I got something for you, D-Mac. What do you do when Parker Meadows comes back? Do you even change anything?
No.
I don't.
You can't.
You can't yet. And here's the beauty. I got AJ Hinch.
Bingo.
One of the best in the league. I'm sure he's already thinking about it. Put it this way, he's going to be an asset to whatever else. But here's the thing: with Javi Baez playing the way he is, you're gonna DH Carpenter, right? You're gonna put Meadows at the top of the order.
Oh yeah.
But what do you do? That's a good question, because do you stick Javi in right field? No. Right? Like, he's more stick Meadows in right field, I would think.
I would think so, too.
You know what I'm saying? So, all I got to go is Neil. I don't have to worry about it right now. I got AJ Hinch, and he's going to worry about it at the right time.
Yes. Burn.
Good problems to have, right?
Good problems to have.
Jason Kenyon in the Super Chat. Spenny, I grew up at MSU before you were born. My facts are yours. Cade can match SGA. Just needs a season or two.
You grew up on what before I was born?
I grew up at Michigan State before you were born.
Shout out.
Let's grab a drink and a meal before competing at the PAV. School time, son. So there you go. Jason Kenyon in the Super Chat. Burn in the Super Chat. I apologize to Javi Baez. People I work around knew how much I couldn't stand him. I'm sorry, Javi. You deserve the praise this year.
He does.
Correct.
And he's getting it.
And he's getting 100%. Like, I don't know what the people want from me, man.
They want blood.
Okay. Javi was just doing his best Killian Hayes last year.
He's playing possum.
Flesh.
Playing possum.
Well, he wasn't as bad as Killian Hayes wasn't as bad as Javi last year.
Yeah, it's close, though. In our hearts,
it was close.
In our hearts, it was. At least Javi's cool.
Yes. Burn, can Meadows play shortstop or third base?
Dude, we don't need Meadows playing shortstop either. Trey Sweeney. He went from hitting under 200 and having a 530 OPS in April to having over an 1100 OPS and hitting like 400 in May. It's crazy.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Mike G, can we translate Neil's apology into Spanish for the socials? You could probably do
fair.
AI.
That's
right?
fair. Yeah, we can do that.
Javier
Yeah, AI can do that. Lickety split, yurt.
We can do anything, Neil.
But DMAC, Skydog, Neil, does it?
I like that attitude, Justin. We can do anything.
Skydog 722. Neil, does that mean that Javi is no longer the worst player of all time? No, he's not this year like he was last year.
It's true.
Like both things can be
He's
true.
one of the best players in the MLB right now.
But D-Mac, what do you for real? What do? You just leave it roll, right?
Just gotta let it roll.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna. And here's the thing: it's not as pressing of an issue to get Parker Meadows right back in there. You're gonna be able to let him get his feet under him or get his swings into his bats. No, you're gonna lower. Right there, you go. His sea legs, whatever he's missing. It's a great problem to have. You know, one of the things I think one of the most poignant things is the fact that, you know, AJ had a plan at the beginning of the year. He was going to spot start him. He was going to use him in different positions. He had limited at bats, and he forced him into the lineup every day. Now we're you know, working the dog out of him. You know, that those are benefits to have because they push each other, and that's what I was talking about before. Is like AJ was saying, is that they're not just cheering, you know, because it's Javi and stuff, but it's because of what it means to that team, and you see that in the celebrations. I'm always interested to see what's the walk-off home plate interaction look like. Are they spraying water on each other? Are they jumping up and down? Like, you could tell when a guy rounds third how excited. You look at that picture, and there's guys just like stoked.
There's a shot of Scooble in the dugout. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but when I was I watched the home run like 40 times last night at least. But the shot of Scooble's losing his fucking mind.
Yeah, no, but like and how many times do we see that shot of Scooble, Flaherty, Mize, like the guys that aren't pitching, Joe, whatever, together in the dugout and then cheering home runs and being a big part. So it's great to see. But Neil, to answer your question, I think it just gives them the luxury of having Meadows find his sea legs.
Arthur Fonzarelli in the chat. Baez expected weight on base, slugging, and batting average is 100 points lower than his actual. His hard hit percentage is lower this season. He's been very lucky. That's a fact. Smart GMs know this. I did see like his batting average per balls in play was like 405.
Yeah,
it was some crazy number.
You could keep your fucking nerd stats. You're fucking expecting batting
What's up,
average
nerd?
or expected it. I don't care about what you expect. I care about what's fucking happening. What's happening is he's putting 2 out and he's got 6 ribbies and he's a dog. So I hate the expected batting average. Okay, expect these nuts. Well, what actually happened? It's fucking. Sorry. I didn't mean that. Whoever said that wasn't at you. That was at the nerd stats.
Yo, chin nuts. There you go.
Woodward Sports chat thread.
Electric.
Oh, that's elite.
KP apologized because it was clearly a hip problem.
Do you put any stock into that? I mean, it had to do something, right?
For 4 years?
I'm not going to say it was all on that, but it had to.
For 4 years? Because here's the numbers since his entire time in Detroit. This included up to the second.
Yes.
His time in Detroit.
It's 10 years.
229 batting average, 270 on base percentage, 360 slugging, 630 OPS, $75 million.
Hey, it's worth it. For yesterday alone.
Okay. You see what I'm saying here, though? Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's still, like, the case. So it was a hip for 4. Like, they just figured that out. But you know what?
I'm not going to put it all on the hip, but I'll put a little bit of it on the hip. At least the past 2 years, him going from mediocre to terrible, I'll put on the hip.
All I know is my guy Jim Scholler, athletic trainer with the Tigers. I'm just saying, he walks in the door and makes miracles happen.
The Midas touch, some might say.
So credit.
And yeah, KG's okay. I was texting him earlier. He'll be back tomorrow.
He's back. He's back too. What was he getting?
Back.
Was he getting a new hip too?
Could be getting a new hip.
Sean Belesian said he scheduled one for Friday.
We'll have to ask him.
Mike G, Puerto Rican rum shots for everyone. LFG. Woodward Sports Super Chat. Dante 151. Here's a question for you, D-Mac. Can Scott Harris turn the Red Wings around?
You know what? He's a baseball guy.
Yeah.
The guy who's there is gonna get it turned around. It's just gonna take longer than you thought.
Weezy D313. I don't know why people are stunned. New hip and LASIK matters.
It's true.
So
LASIK is
Scott Harris did give a school update.
Did he get LASIK also?
He did not get LASIK.
Oh,
That was-
What-
that
what'd he
was
say?
Facade.
This morning he said,
He's still starting today, right?
yeah, he is.
No, they were talking
It's about the extension. It's
they
about
were
the
ta-
extension.
they
Two
Oh.
sides
He
need two to
paraphrased it.
tango.
It takes
Yeah.
two to tango.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's basically what he
I can
said.
offer all he wants, but it takes two parties to come to the table. So, which is telling me that Scott Boras, Tarek School's agent, just went, yeah, we don't need to talk for a while. Put themselves in that position. So, but again, a lot of times it's like Tarek Skubal and his agent know what they have. So maybe this is telling you a little bit that he said, hey, Scott, you want to talk about this extension? And
I don't like that.
No, I don't
but
like
it's
that
Scott
either.
Boras. See, there was always, remember back a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever like this, you had always said it's not a problem till it's a problem, and the biggest problem about Tarek Skubal is Scott Boras is his agent.
Yeah.
Is that not paraphrasing something that you said? So now, 2 years later, as it's coming, right? Because Boras knows what he got. He gets his guys the best deal. Yes, I don't like it, but doesn't mean anything right now. But
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
No, but
Obviously-
I like really don't like it.
Yeah.
You want to do it when we come back?
it's too early. It's just come on, man. Don't take.
But
It is too early, but I agree with Neil. It doesn't.
No, it's
sound
too
good.
early to worry about whatever. Like, so okay,
Yeah, they
Sky,
got a lot of time.
So it is, right? Like, honestly, right now, it's leaning more towards him not being here than it is towards him being here. So just enjoy the ride.
Fuck. That made it even
That
worse.
look on your face right there told me the whole story. Pete Smith in the super chat. There's a lot like when a hot girl inexplicably likes you. Don't ask questions, just go with it. Great gains at the gym, by the way, Spenny.
Thank you. It's been happening to me a lot lately. I'm like Javi in the field right now, man. I've been swinging way over my league for a while now. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Before
Might
we
just be my league now, D-Mac. If that's where I
That's
swim,
your
that's
league,
where I
baby.
swim. Yeah.
No, that's where. Hey, you know
when they
what?
haven't sent you down,
Yeah.
you're still there.
Yeah.
You got called up.
Johnny Little, Javi's contract was like buying Bitcoin at the top of the bull run and waiting through the bear market to make your money back.
Deep con.
All right, let's.
Before we go
yes.
to break, before we do the reads, this was the Tigers beat reporter for Woodward Sports made sure he just texted me that this was in Slack, so I wanted to play this for you.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
It's like me hitting driver right now, Neil.
People are going crazy for Javi.
Look at the pour out of the dugout. Everybody's
Look at
running.
him around the bases. What a stallion.
Bottom of the 11th for a second home run.
Oh, dude. Fucking Nick. That's awesome. What a money shot from Nick. Pause.
Javier Baez, all-star that man. The biggest comeback story in the history of baseball.
Okay, all right. Now, okay.
Neil,
All right.
Neil, you have said multiple times, he is the worst player in baseball. If he is the starting center fielder for the American League in the All-Star game after being not even against you, but inarguably one of the worst players in the history of baseball last year,
Coming back, switching positions.
that qualifies as one of the
Steve.
biggest comebacks in the history of Major
El
League
Mago,
Baseball.
Mr.
Steve O'Baby, Neil, what you gonna do when Javi Mania runs wild on you?
There we go.
That was pretty funny.
It's a movement, man.
That one. It wasn't even. That was more about Nick personally.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make it?
No, he will not. He's
He can't sustain this pace.
This is who he. Actually, he'll make it. This is where he lives. He lives and dies by every pitch. It's microwave Nick for a reason.
He's our credentialed Tigers reporter,
yeah,
by the way.
That's how he got his nickname. It's microwave Nick. He lives and dies by every game. We'll come in here. He hates when the Tigers have day games because if they lose, the rest of his day's ruined, and he just comes in here mad and sad and shit. That's where he lives. He's gonna have a heart attack by 30.
D-Mac, can you next time you see Nick?
He's got to start smoking more weed.
D-Mac,
Find
and
out from the air.
that's the next time you see Nick, D-Mac, you got to talk to this guy. Like that is not a sustainable pace.
Microwave Nick.
This goes through October plus playoffs. He doesn't have the stamina
Let
for
the
this.
guy, hey, dude, look how much fun Nick was having. Like, let him go.
He lives in the
You know
pocket.
what? Like, just the helium will eventually probably dissipate out of the balloon, but right now, no. My question is, he's probably eligible for comeback player of the year,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. He's number one. I got to say, he's got to lead the category right now.
You would think, yeah.
Only
Him or
his
DeGrom.
delivery.
No, Torque has the lead in the category right now.
I don't know after last
No.
night. I know it was DeGrom was 1, and then 2, 3, and 4
you know
were
what?
Mize, Torque.
I would
and
think it
Javi.
has to be Torque. They sent him to the minors.
The only reason they didn't send Javi to the minors was because they couldn't.
A week ago when we talked about it, Torque was plus 200 as the favorite, and Javi was plus 850 as the sixth favorite.
I bet that's changed. I bet there's been.
I'm
a big
looking it up
swing in
right
those.
now.
But yeah, shout out to Nick. He was hitting up the heavyweights group chat last night trying to get us to come down and party after the game. He's like, "You guys gotta come down," because he lives downtown. I was like, "Nick, dude, I can't drive downtown for 2 hours on a Thursday night." I kind of wanted to, but I didn't because I knew I had to work. If I didn't have to work out in the morning, I probably would have.
Super Bowl Vaughn. How many times do you have to teach you this lesson, old man? Javi to Neil in October. He's old too. Robert Colosia, the councilman. We're literally at the quarter pole of the season. This reminds me of the guy who said the Tigers only need to play 666 the rest of the way in early June. Cody Engel, Nick is either hype or crashing out.
That's
Microwave
Nick. It's where he lives. He lives in the pocket.
Chuck Brewer, Neil, Torque was the worst. Was Torque the worst player in baseball last year? He got sent to the minors, dude. And I know that they couldn't because they couldn't with Javi. I understand that, but they literally sent him to the minors. Think about that for a minute. Sound Kayak, last night's game felt like playoff baseball. No, D-Mac, again, just going back to the game had everything. You're not going to get a better game than that this season. You're not.
No.
Javi's
For
now in
like
third.
that was a playoff game in the regular season. Just the atmosphere and the vibe and the way it was back and forth and stuff like that. So you might get another one this year, but how many of those games across the league? Maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah, you'll get a handful.
Handful.
Wheezy D313, Meadows is not better than Baez.
No, I mean,
Not how he's playing right now.
now he's playing right now.
In center field?
I would still give Meadows the edge defensively. Not by a lot though,
Why do you hate on Baez?
which is crazy. Not by a lot.
You don't believe.
Obviously, I mean, we've seen Meadows play at that level every time he's been in center field. But right now, I'm not taking Javi out of center.
Nick, I can't believe that El Mago is actually back. I mean, it is. Craig. Detroit sports are as up across the board as I've ever seen them. It's true, man. The nuclear winter is over. And that's what feels really good about it.
We're coming out of the ice age.
For real. All right. You want to double up on the break to get back on the clock?
Yeah,
Because I do want to talk about the Scooble thing, because I don't like that.
I don't either.
And we'll discuss it. Also, too, young Justin hit me with a question 5 minutes before we went on air, and I think it's pretty good, and I think the time is right to start discussing it. Planet Fitness?
And we got leaks for the Lions schedule.
Schedule leaks for the
got
Lions.
another one.
That's tonight.
Christmas game for the Detroit
Oh,
Lions.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
My wife will be thrilled. Hey, you got to go do the Lions pregame. Hurry up with these presents. Got to get in the studio and do the pregame show.
P-Fit Dr. Pierce, then we'll come back to Jar Caesars.
I celebrate El Mago being back by going to Planet Fitness. I did it today as a matter of fact. I'm working on my hip. Because how could you not?
Facts. Get
If
those
you-
hip
get
thrusts.
those hip rotators. I can handle all that in the stretch zone at Planet Fitness. We're joking about it and everything, but you can literally make that a workout because they have all the tons of cardio, tons of weights, stretch zones as well. You want to work on your rotators, your hips, all of that. That's out there. You can do a whole day's workout just based on that alone. The versatility of Planet Fitness is unmatched. No, by the way, it's only $24.99 a month for a Black Card membership, access to every Planet Fitness in the world, the massage chairs, all of it. Guys, I'll never be a member at another gym. I've been there over 3 years now. I'll never be a member at another gym. It will always be Planet Fitness for me, and it should be Planet Fitness for you too. PlanetFitness.com, or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness, don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
About Dr. Pierce.
Absolutely. Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce here on Big D Energy every Tuesday or Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he always offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy I trusted for just 4 Stanley Cups. If that means anything. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944. Was it the tone?
People feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Neil Rule here for Caesars Sportsbook. Use a promo code Woodward1000. Scan the QR code above my head. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app. Use the promo code Woodward1000 when you make your first deposit. That way, when you make your first bet all the way up to $1,000, if you lose it, you'll get it back as a free bonus bet. It'll almost be like a do-over, by the way. And there's some creative things you can do with the Caesars Sportsbook app. They have all the markets out there. You want the PGA Championships this week. You want a degenerate. You know, you betting golf's electric, by the way. It's fun. If you haven't done it yet, I'm telling you guys, go ahead. Top 10 finish, dude. Over-unders on the round. Head-to-heads in the groups. It's electric, guys.
Head-to-heads.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
But again, Caesars, and all those markets are out there for you. And it's Caesars, man. One of the OGs of the sports betting game. The app is clean. It's easy to navigate. And they're the official sports book of Woodward Sports. Remember, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER to get your gambling help today. Get it together, everyone. Promo code Woodward1000, Caesars Sportsbook.
What about jars, D-Mac?
Absolutely. All right, Woodward sports fans, whether you're hitting a game like last night, wow, that would have been huge, or just chilling at home, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest lineup of rec cannabis products. They've got 30 locations across the state, repping Michigan in a big way. 9 locations right in Metro Detroit, so there's always one nearby. And if you're in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, get ready. New stores are coming your way. Go to jarscannabis.com to see where you can get your favorite product today.
All right, we're keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule. And, of course, we have Darren McCarty in the fold, chasing the Chase Lounge, young Justin also, and Spencer Raxter.
Top 5.
Top 5 Wednesday coming up, top 5 chores. And that'll be a nice buffer because we're going to get to the Lions schedule stuff coming up in the second hour. Let me see here. I'm hearing Packers at Lions Thanksgiving.
I'm hearing Packers
week one.
Packers at Lions Thanksgiving.
That's what the word on the street is. And Lions Vikings Christmas Day.
Lions Vikings Christmas Day,
which will make Mrs. Rule very, very happy. But yeah, Jason Kenyon, by the way, in the super chat.
We're gonna get into that later, though.
Yeah, we will. Neil, I could tell you're right. They don't like the B word in Spanish. Esta verdad. No bad words in Spanish or English. LOL. We'll have to remember that when we translate the AI Spanish translation of what I say today. Randy Shabro, Neil, no hitter today for Scoobs. Young hits the game-winning homer in the 8th inning. Book it.
Dude, what the fuck?
So
sorry, I just looked at the picture that Lentz put on for my top 5 and it pissed me off.
All right, where did the Scott Harris thing come from?
It was an MLB Network
Evan Petzold. I saw Evan Petzold put it out there that was a direct quote from Scott Harris.
And the direct quote, because I don't want to screw this up.
I can read it for you.
Yeah, please do.
And it's from Joel Sherman he's an MLB Network, and they did the interview. So we can't just decide we're going to sign him. It takes two parties and some understanding of the parameters of a deal, and it takes a willingness on both sides to do it. That is the exact quote.
Don't like it.
I don't like it either.
And Skubal is pitching today, as a matter of fact. And guys, like, it's not just him pitching today. It's what Skubal pitching today allowed A.J. Hinch to do last night and empty the clip in the bullpen. Now, they didn't pitch well, but they are the best bullpen in baseball. This is hanging over the head, and it's fun. Like, we're having fun, man, and the Javi stuff's fun, and they're winning games, and they got the best record in the league. And I expect them to make the playoffs. I expect them to win the division, even though the Guardians and the Royals won't lose either.
Yeah.
We're 7-3 in our last 10. We've gained no ground on either of them. Like, that's crazy to me. But anyway, though, I don't like that, because here's how I interpret, and all we're doing right now is our interpretation of that. Here's my interpretation of that. They are here, and we're not even considering going here. We're more here. Somebody step in and tell me if they feel as though I'm misreading that, or if they think I'm wrong about it. Because I think that what Boris and Skubal, and rightfully so, are going to get into the stratosphere. And it's going to be the biggest pitcher deal in the history of baseball. And why wouldn't it be? Spenny, is he going to win the Cy Young again?
Yeah.
Then what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, you can't. I think that there's a number the Tigers are willing to go to, and if he gets above that, then they won't do it. And here's where it bothers me, is if that is the case, and I'll just re-rack the comments I had a couple weeks ago. If that is the case, you can't trade him, because we're in a window now. Mm-hmm. And it's this year, and then it's next year with them, and then it's thank you for your service. You can't trade him.
No.
You can't. And
you need him on this team as long as you can.
And before I get hit with because I got it from my Alavila text thread, well, Neil, remember last year at the deadline when you were saying trade him too? Didn't it appear as though they were packing it in? That we're not packing it in now. They're here. They have the best record in baseball. And he's the main reason for that.
So is Javi Baez. 50-50.
He's half the reason they got the best record in baseball. Skubal and Javi Baez. Now, fortunately, you have Baez. Hey, you can maybe do the extension talks with Baez.
Yeah,
we can get that going. That'd be a good time for that. But
Definitely.
Seriously, though, like, here's the deal. Circumstances change. And when they change, if you're not going to re-sign him, you got a 2-year look at winning the World Series. Because I'll say this, you aren't winning a World Series without Tarik Skubal. Is that crazy? Is that a hot take? No. Like, he's the best pitcher in baseball. When you roll him out there, you win games. And if you're not going to re-sign him, you can't trade him now. And this is the 2 years we got, so all in. Anybody care to disagree?
Nope.
Anybody say I'm wrong?
Nope.
In the chat, Mark Royal, Tigers have to trade him if he doesn't sign. No, you're in the window. You can't trade him. If you trade him, it's over. Are they good enough?
I wouldn't say it's over, but you definitely...
It's over, Spenny. Winning a World Series?
Honestly, I was just going to argue that, but look at the Orioles.
It's over for them.
They lost Corbin Burns, and now it's over. And if they would have traded him last year...
If they would have gave the Tigers what they wanted, and the Tigers would have traded Skubal, right?
Probably, yeah.
They would have traded him. Well, and the Orioles were stupid to not do that.
The
They
Orioles
were stupid.
don't have a Jackson Jobe, though, who was still in their system behind Corbin Burns. Like, they needed another pitcher regardless of whether they had Corbin Burns or not, and they didn't add to it, and then he's gone. If we lose Skubal, it's going to suck, but we still have Jackson Jobe on this team. We're not going to completely fall off.
Right, but you're not going to walk in the door next year with Jackson Jobe, and he's a streak-stopping number one that's a threat to throw a no-hitter every night that's going to win the Cy Young.
But we don't got to worry about that next year because we still have Skubal on this team next year.
Well, I'm talking about the year after.
Well, but by that time, who knows what Jackson Jobe looks like? Maybe he's better than Skubal at that point. Who knows?
The odds are against that, Chase. Is that fair?
Well, the odds were against the Mavericks being the number one overall pick, but look what happened.
Well, okay, then MLB will fix it then.
We'll see, maybe.
They'll fix Jobe.
Yeah.
Steve-O Baby. Neil, you know how people were saying the Lions Super Bowl window is open, so I'm going to say if the Tigers World Series window opened. That's right. I said it. Woodward
yeah.
Sports chat thread. Mark Royal,
Last year, they kicked that window open last year.
No doubt. Nick Hedigan, if JV was as good as Scuba at this point in their careers, JV would be in the convo of the greatest ever.
I mean, what was Justin Verlander doing at 27? I think he was winning Cy Youngs too.
Danny G, if I'm Scuba, I'm getting ready to move to either Boston, New York, or L.A., then getting ready to immediately move to a state with no income tax when I retire. But D-Mac, I hate it. I hate it that this keeps popping up, but it's by design. This is literally Scott Boras's job. Literally his job. Because when is the leverage going to be greater?
This is what Scott Boras does. It's like Jerry Maguire. You know what I mean? It's like, show me the money. He always does. Look at go look up Scott Boras and what his top 5 contracts that he's got. It's all the elite and it's all the biggest.
And it's all record
This was
setting.
always going to end this way, Neil. Like, people didn't understand that. That's why last year I thought was the imperativeness of when you could lock up a deal. Not after he wins the triple crown and the Cy Young and the pitching and all the records and stuff like that, and then just continues to get better and better. I mean, is he like this is where we're legitimately talking about? I go back to when we're talking. What are we going to pay Jared Goff as our starting quarterback? Well, you know what? You're going to have to pay Tarek Skubal as your starting pitcher. Pretty much
the most ever.
That
the most
contract.
Ever.
That contract. It's going to be $45 million, $50 million player. There it is. So.
Yeah,
and your apprehension is the fact Chris ain't known to pull the trigger on big money.
And just to
unless you're Javi. But that wasn't big money.
Yeah,
that was
and he
medium
didn't
money.
do it, yeah.
Just to dive
and he didn't do it.
Just to dive in, put a little cap on something. Tarek Skubal's 28. At 28, Justin Verlander is winning Cy Young MVP. So he was pitching this well at 28 too.
No, and that's.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just saying that he was this good when he was this age.
Salty pork chops in the chat.
And Skubal could win Cy Young MVP this year if he keeps pitching how he is.
Chris Illich needs to go. It makes me sick to think of Skubal on another team. That's where I get off the highway. Like, if you're an owner and you own a team, you print money.
Yeah.
And, like, look, we were talking about, I was with a couple of my buddies, I was talking about the NBA draft lottery. And they were talking about, like, we were having, like, a rational discussion of, like, if somebody knew it was fixed, they would report it. There are people in the room, they would report it. Like the Utah Jazz would report, they would report it. There's reporters there, they would report it. Because if you're a writer and you're in that room and you find out this is fixed.
You're in that room. There's a reason you're in that room.
Yeah. I just watched The Big Short again the other night, Neil. It's one of my favorites. Like, they knew what
it's
was
a great
going
movie.
On. Yeah, they knew what was going on. They just didn't care. Like,
yeah. But anyway, with that being said, I said, hey, if you wanted to go, tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, like the ownership of professional sports leagues, I think roughly on average breaks down like this. A third of them literally just want their TV money. They want their profits from the TV deals, from the mega media deals and the merch sales and TV and all of that. Then there's like a middle 10 owners that they'd like to win. If the opportunity presented itself, they'd try to win, but they don't know how, right? And you can think of an example in every sport. Then there's the top 10 owners that don't care, like that will spend any amount of money. They don't care because they're competitive and they want to win at all costs. And I think there's a breakdown like that.
Tom Gora selling the Tigers, the Skubal deal will be done.
Probably, you're probably right. But yeah, it's just David Schaller, 10 for 400 is going to be the starting point. Either the Tigers are in or out. This isn't that complicated. And David, like, look, I'm with you. What's up?
Sorry. Ryan Lentz, some great pictures. Mine is awful, but he got a great one for D-Mac.
And David, I would tell you this. Max Scherzer made $42 million last year. 10 for 400 doesn't even get you in the club, let alone buy you drinks. It just doesn't. Neil, sticking up for billionaires. That's surprising. That's from Steve, by the way. When did I defend them?
I don't know.
But anyway, all right, let's
You do have country club vibes though, so I think they just immediately go there.
Well, who wouldn't? Would you rather be at a country club or would you rather be at a muni?
I'd much rather be at Edgewood than Maple Lanes.
Right. But I'll do both. Like, I
I'll
don't
do both.
care.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with Twilight at Maple.
Shooters in the socks?
Shooters in the socks.
You know how we do
you
it.
go to Maple for a Twilight and hit fucking as many holes as you want.
You can
20
squeeze 36 in Twilight in July.
Yeah. You
No
go there,
doubt.
you give them, you pay them $20. They'll be like, yeah,
Just go.
just go.
IT Hips in the Super Chat. The MLB will most likely have a lockout after next season that could last the whole 27 season. So it would be in Scooble's best interest to sign before that time, or he could lose out big time.
Ooh.
No, and
Another lockout? You really think there's going to be a
No.
lockout? I don't think so. I think we're past the age of lockouts.
I think we are too. I definitely think that we are too. Gromit,
What does MLB got to... What the fuck are the players going to hold out for? They're getting billions of dollars.
and they're all it's guaranteed.
Yeah, what,
Like,
what are they complaining about? Too many games. Well, okay.
that's fair. Paper Chungus, nobody's doing 10-year contracts for pitchers now. They're doing 15-year contract for hitters for $765 million that pay them till they're 45.
Yeah.
It's not a 10-year contract. How many times do I got to explain this to you, old man? It's not a 10-year contract. It's a 5-year contract that you're paying 10 years so you can avoid paying luxury tax.
It's like the 8-year deal, you're not paying for the last 3 years.
No.
You're paying for the first 5.
It's an 8-year, $400 million deal is a 4-year, $400 million deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just pay it 8 so you don't got to pay the luxury tax on it. Like, what are we missing here, everybody? I'll keep doing it, though.
Sanity.
I'll keep doing it. IT Hips, the owners are going to lock them out, and Tony Clark is the worst head of the MLBPA ever. Tony Clark, Mr. September. Remember that, D-Mac? Late 90s?
Oh, yeah.
They've been mathematically eliminated. Here comes Tony Clark hitting 860 in September.
Shout out Sweet Lou Whitaker, 68 today.
Is it?
Shout out. Happy birthday, Lou.
Put this man in the Hall of Fame already. Line up the numbers with your favorite second baseman that's in the Hall of Fame. Line them up. There's not a question. He's a Hall of Fame second baseman. It's not a question. It goes back to the Jack Morris thing. There was no debate to him being a Hall of Famer.
Careful.
Like, I've always said, if you have to make a case for somebody, they're not a Hall of Famer. You don't have to make a case for Lou Whitaker. Just take a look at Joe Morgan or any of those other second basemen and line them up. And oh, by the way, was one half of the best double play combination defensively in the game's history.
Ever.
So, all right.
Socials. Let me tell you about social
Top
media.
5 when we come back.
Top 5 when we come back. And I got a little surprise for Darren McCarty that I'm going to play after the break. Maybe pique his interest. But first, let me tell you about the social medias. You can follow us on all the different platforms, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, or Twitch. Follow at Woodward Sports on all of them to stay up to date with the best social media content in the game. Follow us at Woodward Sports everywhere.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome. Neil Rule here for Woodward Merch. Go to shop.woodwardsports.com. Get the very best in Detroit sports wearables. Get the Boot 'Em Kids shirt. Still selling them, everybody. Get geared up for the Lions season and also Woodward Tigers. You're going to be at the park a lot this year. I'll see you out there. I'll be having the summer shandy. Shop.woodwardsports.com.
Ever since I was a little kid, I dreamed about winning the Stanley Cup. That way I could get to all those jelly beans. It is filled with jelly beans, isn't it?
Hey, who's that guy?
95. It's not filled with jelly beans.
You got those
But
jelly
you
beans.
can fill it with jelly beans. That was actually we lost. That was Jersey. So that was 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I can fill. 17 and a half beers. Bubble it over. Can't get the whole 18th in there.
That's my.
That was
you know,
cool.
that's like my number one
Spenny,
dream in life.
hey, did you get that DM I sent you yesterday, which I
Let me grab it.
thought was a pretty cool flex because of now that you brought up an example of the NHL playoffs. That was an NHL playoff competition. But what is the NFL play? Did you know that the NHL playoffs? What is one of the things that they're known for? What is a tradition in hockey?
The handshake?
That's one. That's a great one. What's also a tradition in hockey?
Kissing
The
cup?
beard?
The beard, right? So Wikipedia has its own playoff beard. Did you know that?
Let me
No,
grab
I
it.
didn't.
Let me grab it.
Okay. When Spenny grabs it just to check it out, I thought this was
Did
pretty
you send
cool.
it to me on Twitter?
I sent it to you on Twitter. I DM'd you. Anyways, when he finds that, there's a Wikipedia for playoff beard. If you're not sure in the chat thread right now, go Wikipedia playoff beards.
Joe in the chat, the 95 loss still hurts. I don't think it does because of what was accomplished.
Yeah,
and
I
you
think
said
The
it was
09
necessary.
one hurts.
Yeah, that one hurts.
More than the 95. The 95 was a losing or was a learning experience. The 09 one, because it was the last one, it was like, okay, I guess I got to share.
Yeah, that one hurts more. I would say. I would agree.
That it was crushing at the time. You know what was the worst thing about the 95 one, though? You had to sit there and endure it when it was 3-0, and you knew what was going to happen, in the end. That was the worst part of that. Just
There you go, D-Mac.
all right, D-Mac, what do we got here? The playoff beard, and look at that guy.
On the Wikipedia page, right there, playoff beard. So that tells me anyone they could pick. That was a good one. So I made it.
How good did that feel to shave, by the way?
Drapes was always the one that with the red and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he couldn't wait to get it off. I've had it. I don't mind it.
Who did you play with that could grow the best one? Was it Hank? Because his was always.
Oh my God,
insane.
Hank can grow one in 2 days.
Yeah, his was always.
But it's
nuts.
always pristine, and it's not like he's like shaving it or whatever. But just like he would shave, and literally 4 days he'd have a full one again.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I wish I could do that.
Got to be Nordic or
It's like
something.
my boy Mustache.
Woodward Sports.
Not beard.
Not beard, but
Okay.
he can grow a full beard 2 days.
Woodward Sports Super Chat. Funny boy Roddy. Vikings fan. We want the Lions or Seahawks week 1. # skull.
Well, it's not the Lions, but you don't want these problems.
No. With your rookie quarterback and your star wide receiver that always disappears in every big game. Tell me more. Tell me more about it, Skull. You ever... I believe they said it best in Rounders, Vikings fan. See, here's the deal.
I can't wait.
You got to spot the sucker in the first 15 minutes of the game. You got to spot the sucker at the table. And if you can't, then you are the sucker. I know it ain't us.
I bet it ain't me.
So, ... You guys ready for Top 5 Wednesday?
Yes.
Top 5. Top 5
No.
chores.
I might have to fight Ryan Lentz.
Spenny, you're hitting leadoff, too. I can't wait to see this one. Here we go. Why is it a top 5 list, Spencer?
It's half as boring as a top 10
There you
list.
go, everyone. Your top 5 chores, Spencer Raxter.
All right. He didn't even, try to make it cool. He just put it,
Oh, dear.
why?
Oh, dear.
Look
Spenny.
at the pose in the wait. Is
Spenny.
that a Green Bay shirt?
That's why it pisses me off. He just put a Green Bay symbol. It's just a brown
Spenny.
sweater.
Oh, it is.
It's just a brown sweater.
Is it?
Yeah.
Lentz doing Lentz stuff.
Lentz just throwing wrenches.
Dude, I was thinking that's a Javi Baez, just slayer right there.
Yeah.
Slaying the lineup. The MLB right there.
Okay, noted Packers fan, Spencer Raxter, your top 5
I'm gonna
chores.
beat the shit out of Lentz. All right, number 5. Listen,
It should be on every list.
put all of these except for one of them because I'm smoking a joint during it. Like cutting the grass. Number 5, cutting the grass. You cut the grass, shirt off, guns popping.
Yeah.
smoking the joint, feeling good. You can drink a beer too. Number 4, putting away the groceries. Not smoking a joint during this one, but it's satisfying, like organizing your cupboard.
I missed on that
That's
one.
a really
that is cool.
That's a very satisfying thing for me, organizing the cupboard.
Rotating the stock,
yeah,
if you will.
Pushing the
put
stock
the new
forward.
cereal. Put the new cereal in the back of the old cereal.
Oh yeah. At number 3, walking the dog. Again, bring a joint to have a walk, listen to some music.
You're a happy person, Spenny.
I try to be. Number 2, watering the flowers. That's
a good one too.
I did this up when I was at my brother's house over the weekend a lot because his girlfriend Ainsley has a lot of flowers planted. She told me to water them, so I was walking around, banging music, smoking a joint, watering the flowers. Great. And then number 1, cleaning up after a Javier BAEZ.
That's a big
walk-up.
task.
That is a big task, man. A couple towels needed, but it's
You must have been spent yesterday.
It's a great time.
2, 3 shots. Holy shit!
a great time.
Surprised you're in here tonight.
Them socks were standing up on their own.
Stand up straight. Yep.
Okay. Oh man, Steve DeYoung, Neil. This picture explains why Spenny and Easy get along so well.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
Danny
probably.
G, Spenny stock images. Jack Stark, Spenny, noted
Stock
Aaron Rodgers fan. Trader. Nick Hedigan, Spenny's a trader wearing a Green Bay shirt in Canada.
Yep. That was a Belial, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking Lent's a piece of shit, dude.
Top 5 Wednesday, Young Justin. Your top 5
Justin's
chores.
So
But
fucked up in this picture.
you don't do chores, do you?
Yeah. His top 5 chores is writing down his grocery list for his maid.
Dropping the car off at the detailer.
Yeah.
No,
Handing the keys to the
I
valet.
do chores. Yeah, that was when I went to the home plate club. So the unlimited drinks and the pen were getting me that night.
Great drop.
But
JB Smoove, he's not one of us. Sorry, Spenny. All right, go ahead, Spence. Or go ahead, Young
But
Justin.
I didn't count walking a dog as a chore, or that would have definitely made my list. And I have the same caveat as Spenny. I am doing all of these stoned, so that does play a factor.
Yep.
So watering the plants, I mean, there's nothing more. Like, it's not even a chore. You're just walking around. It eases the mental, makes it easier to go through the day. Nice breath of fresh air. I love that. Shoveling snow. I'm a big, I love shoveling in a pattern. And I do it in a weird pattern too. It would piss you off if you watch me shovel snow if you are OCD. I go left, then right, and I make shapes and stuff. I don't know. It's total ADD stuff, but whatever. Vacuuming, I mean, that's just satisfying.
I like
just
vacuuming.
watching the lines as you go. Grocery shopping, I love getting excited for my food. I love going to the grocery store, buying
I do
food,
like the grocery store too.
and being excited for I just got some good Doritos or something like that, or some ice cream, and then mopping. I love mopping, especially with music. There's something about it. There's just a nice flow to mopping, in my opinion.
When's the last time you mopped?
I mopped. a month
You don't
ago.
even remember.
He
That's the
doesn't know
point. All
what
right,
it's
thanks for
like.
the list, Justin. Thanks for the list. Do you have AI make that or something?
No.
All right, good
Yeah, he
talk.
said chores.
I
What does
do
that
I
mean?
do chores.
Doo-doo.
Dude.
I just don't do my laundry.
Okay, Chase, your top 5 chores.
My top 5 chores. Number 5, I think, is
Nips out for the boys.
you get, yeah. You get all the reward for setting the table, and it is a minimal effort. Way
That's a good
easier
one.
than having to clean the table
That's
at the
a
end
good
of the dinner.
one.
Setting the table.
Good point.
Yeah.
You can line the things up so they look nice too.
When
Satisfying.
everybody sits down, oh wow, this looks really nice, and then when everything's done, you've already ate, you got a belly full of food, and you don't got to do anything but just go relax. So setting the table, I think,
That's
is
a good one.
Get it out of the way early. Number 4, feed and water the dog. It takes a couple seconds, just you get some good build a little extra connection with the animal. You can become its favorite because you're the one that's taking care of it, feeding and watering it. Number 3, vacuuming the carpet. Very easy, doesn't take too long. I like the clean vacuum lines.
Yeah,
on
the
carpet.
vacuum lines are
You
very
watch
satisfying.
TV while you're doing it.
Yeah, throw on some music, whatever. Very easy to do. Number 2, we talked about it yesterday. Raking the leaves. I think it's a very again. We were talking about this after the show.
People are
too.
questioning it already, by the way, in the chat.
Yeah,
Well,
raking the leaves.
Neil
is-
said that he has to bag his leaves.
Yes.
I didn't grow up in an area where that was an issue. We would just rake them down into our little ditch that we had as a little culvert, and then we just lit them on fire. So that was
What?
Yeah, we just got
okay,
lights.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
Right, yeah, that's why I was like blown away. I was like, yeah, I've never had to bag leaves. We just rake them to the end of into the ditch, and then we just light them on fire, and it was always fun to watch them burn. So I enjoyed raking the leaves.
That makes sense.
It adds to the clean lines you see in the vacuuming. We get with the leaves in the grass, and then tying it all together, mowing the lawn. Nothing better, especially
it is elite.
Yeah, especially if you got like good riding lawnmower. If you're mowing over an acre, you got the riding lawnmower is almost a necessity.
Sure.
So grew up, had to cover a lot of acreage, and nothing beats the riding lawnmower. Throw in the AirPods and just cruising around.
Wait, where? So sorry, where do you get to burn your leaves?
Out in the country, you can.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I didn't live in the city. I lived like outside of like.
People do it in Romeo, like in the over on the farm side of Romeo.
You just
got to
call the local fire department and let them know you're burning stuff. That way, when they see a bunch of smoke, they're not like racing to come put your house out.
Damn, that's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah,
I just put them in bags. That shit was annoying.
Never had to do that.
Always ripping bags with the rake. You got to like use the rake in your hand, and they'd be wet and shit.
Oh, dude, if we had to carry them far, like from the backyard, we just have like a big old tarp. We just like pile them on the tarp, and then it was like this fun like drag them all to the ditch.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Dexter James, I was mopping the carpet after the Javi walk-off home run. You and Spencer both.
Yep.
As a matter of
Had
fact.
to squeegee the walls.
Fletch lives daily. I blow the leaves, not rake them. Okay. D-Mac, your top 5 chores.
All right, here we go. Top 5.
Oh,
look at that guy.
Look at that Rocky right there.
Second year, 30 goals that year.
Shout out Belleville.
Absolute Bell Vegas right there. Number 5, trash
Bell
day.
Vegas,
I'm in charge of the trash cans for me and the neighbors and whatever. You will find it out there Wednesday nights. Tonight's trash night.
Tonight's
whatever
tonight.
Like that. Yeah. I like. I'm a big, always been the corral guy. To all that stuff. So that's sort of always everybody's got a roll, and that's make sure that the garbage is out. You don't want to miss that. You can get in trouble. The riding lawnmower. Nothing better than cutting grass with the riding lawnmower and just tunes, whatever you want, being out there on a nice day. Love that. Along the same lines, trimming plants. I enjoy trimming plants.
Very introspective, D-Man.
It's very zen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can go in there just trim for 5-6 hours and just get lost. It's awesome.
I don't like the fine motor skill angle of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the relationship with the plant, and all different ones, and they're all different, right? Depending on what type you're trimming down. Some are easy, some need a lot of work and stuff like that. But it goes along with what Chase was saying about walking the dog. It's that relationship. So, number 2, first thing in the morning, and usually it's the bathroom, but sometimes it's straight to the coffee pot.
Because then the
coffee
can percolate while you're going to the bathroom.
Thank you very much. And well, why don't you get one that has a timer? I don't like that. I will set the stuff up, I got to go just hit the button.
Thank you.
I was going to ask
walk
you that.
out, hit the button, go back, do my stuff.
Because we don't drink it at the same time every day. That's why.
Get the cat all situated with the breakfast and all that. And by the time then I got half a pot that's brewing, and I got the shut off one so I can, and boom, then I'm on with my day. And then I love grocery shopping. I mean, you give me a list, a honeydew list or whatever like this, and I just but don't time me. Don't put a stipulation.
Don't put a clock on it.
Don't put a lock on it, because I'm I can go in and out, but when I'm dialed in, like one of the things that I'll do is activities is wait and then go run errands and do all that different stuff. But I find more different food and stuff like that. You'll find me shopping that international section at Marshall's.
Oh yeah, smoke some of that syrup.
For looking for different coffees and chocolate covered almond things, and
they do have weird
shortbread cookies.
It's like chocolate covered cranberries. It's never almonds. It's something weird.
It is always something
so
weird. That's passed off as healthy, even though it's not.
Yeah. Like chocolate covered dried cherries. It's
right.
I mean,
I could be when I'm in Kroger or Meijer, when you see those people that are doing the online or the being the shoppers and I would
never use that
I would
either.
have done that.
I need the control.
I would enjoy doing that,
Yeah.
like stocking the shelves or pulling it out and doing all that stuff.
D-Mac, relating to the people, Fletch lives daily. I love taking out the trash. Burn, big night to get the trash out.
Big night.
Danny G, anyone else got trash night tonight? Ours is Thursday night.
Ours was last night.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Thursday night's a pretty elite trash day.
When I was in college, I shared a house with 11 other gentlemen, and we were awful about putting the trash out. So there'd be a couple weeks we'd miss it, and it'd just pile up in the back of the house. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
My roommates, I used to fucking. My roommates never fucking washed the dishes or took the trash out and shit. I would be putting it in their beds, putting their dirty dishes in their beds. Like, I'm not washing the dishes to make my food to wash the dishes.
Right.
Like, listen, motherfucker. If you're making a 5-course meal for breakfast, you better clean those fucking
Cleaning the
pans.
shit up. That's
Yeah.
the opportunity cost of doing it.
Absolutely.
It plays into my Parmesan cheese thing.
Yep.
Like, yeah, would I prefer it freshly grated? I would.
I'm not
not
cleaning the
interested in
grater.
washing the grater.
Yeah.
So I don't do it.
I-
It's not worth it to me. You want your eggs and bacon? Like, I would do eggs and bacon every morning.
Yeah.
I'm not getting another pan out to do bacon in because
Neil.
it takes 10 minutes to clean that
There's a
bacon
reason
pan.
I fucking eat a Nutri-Grain bar and a banana for breakfast.
Because I throw the wrapper away and I keep it pushing.
Yep.
Pro
Like,
tip for your grater.
That's it.
Neil, pro tip for your grater: if you have any like parchment paper, put it over that, and then just like rub the Parmesan. Then you can just scrape
No.
it off the parchment paper.
No.
Okay, fine,
I'm not going through all that. No.
fine.
I'm going to buy the pre-grated
Thanks for
Parmesan
the,
cheese.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you nonetheless. All right, my top 5 chores. Here we go, everybody. There's always a second to, back in the day. Yeah, there we go.
The pony again.
Yeah, absolutely. My
I
top
love the caveats.
There always caveats.
There he is. We got to Lentz is a terrorist
He
back
is.
there.
He really is.
With the little AI alterations. Number 5, edging the lawn.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I like that more. I almost like that more than cutting the lawn.
I'm more of a gooner than an edger, but I
love edging the lawn.
yeah, I feel you.
It's incredible.
It's the straight line at the end of it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like it's cut off and it's like perfect height. Like it makes it basically a square. It's an incredible feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, loading the dishwasher when my wife's not home. Because I just throw that
Put
shit
it
in there and
however
get it
you
done.
want, yeah.
Yep. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
put pans in there. I don't give a shit. That's the point of a dishwasher. I don't just like.
I've never put a pan in the dishwasher.
I don't take them like from the oven and put them in the dishwasher. Like I literally
Soak
like
'em.
scrape them out,
Yeah.
do all that stuff. But after I do all that, like I'm not gonna wash it. So I put it on the top rack. I'm not a savage. I'm not putting it down there by the heating element.
Yeah.
I put it on the top rack, and if it's good enough to put a plastic, cup or something like that, and it's good enough to put a dishpan in there. So
fair.
away we go. Number 3, cleaning out the garage when my wife's not home. Because what I like to do is I get rid of shit.
Yeah.
And my wife is a hoarder. We battle about that stuff,
That's
dude.
fair.
And I can't. Throwing shit away to me is more electric than edging.
You're like my dad.
It's a better feeling.
That's fair.
I love it because I have like a 6-month rule. If I haven't touched it in 6 months, obviously
gone.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need
I
it.
heard something the other day. 3 months.
It's out of here. It's out of here.
It's very fair.
Number 2, power washing, like the deck. What it represents. It means summer's here. The satisfaction of
That's a good one. The symbolism
the symbolism of
Yeah.
it, parlayed with the satisfaction.
of seeing it.
Bingo, there you go.
And it's like you got a brand new deck after.
Exactly. See, there we go. I love it.
That's a
But
good
number 1, mowing the lawn. It's the only time I drink a beer. I have a beer after Saugatuck Brewing, blueberry lemonade shandy.
Shout out. That
That's
sounds
what,
good.
and I have one. Oh, they slap. And I have one after I'm done. I sit on the deck that's freshly power washed and just sit there and be cool with it all. 2 birds, both stone. Power washing is a nice take. Phil, agree, Neil. Wife made me get shit out of the garage, glass bottles, everything. Fletch lives daily, power wash art. Maybe I should do like Javi's face in the power wash.
That would be impressive.
That would be
That
impressive.
would go viral for sure.
So there you go. That is our top 5 list. You got a good top 5 idea for next week? Drop them in.
That
We're
was a good
tired of
one.
doing the work. That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Where
And
are we
that
going,
just
Spenny?
happened. Boom. Let's see. We'll go to
Mark White.
Want to double up? Yeah, we'll do Mark White and Lady Jane's.
And then Mad Packs and Buddies.
And then Mad Packs and Buddies. Let me tell you about Mark White. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, Mark White should be your first choice. You can visit him at markwhitesells.com or give him a call at 248-290-8242. Mark White will put you in your dream home, and it'll save you up to $5,000 your closing costs. That's right, I said $5,000. So visit Mark White at markwhitesells.com. What about Lady Jane's, D-Mac?
Absolutely, guys. Let's be honest. We like simple stuff like gimmies on the golf course. We like uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Walk in, sign in. Before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Lady Jane's opens 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
D-Mac here to talk to you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they are partnering with Woodward Sports. You know what that means? You're going to be feeling good all summer long. Mad Packs is going to take you to the next level. High-low is getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. The Boom Shakalaka, Boom Shakalaka, live resin infused tarantula. This one's the bomb. Blizzard Packs, THCA, Moon Rocks that hit like a blizzard, coming to select retailers in May 2025. Stay tuned with Woodward Sports Network for the latest updates.
What about Buddies?
Buddies Pizza, everyone, a Detroit institution. How so? They invented Detroit-style pizza. They've been in the game since 1946. There's over 20 Buddies around the Metro Detroit area. And guess what you can do? Use a promo code 10meal. You'll save 10% off your entire Buddies order. Look at that pizza up there. You can have that for dinner. Yep, still time. You can have it for lunch as well. They've got great partnerships with a ton of Detroit organizations, the Detroit Zoo, the Michigan Humane Society, etc. If you're going downtown for a game, man, slide through the location on Broadway. They're right there, right across the street from Comerica Park. You can get right in there and enjoy the original Detroit-style pizza. It is Buddies. All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Oh, look at that. Line change, everybody. See you later, D-Mac. Take care.
You broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Good luck, D-Mac.
D-Mac's in business to do business.
Hello.
Hello. What's up, Stick?
Hey, how's it going?
How you living?
Schedule release. Oh,
Schedule release.
Top 5
mansion and
surgeries.
Benzes.
That's right.
We haven't even talked about the Lions yet.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now.
How? Game 1 against the Packers.
Javi Baez.
we get to rip the heart out of Matt LaFleur. We get to see tears in week 1, guys.
Yeah.
Aren't you excited about get to go to Lambeau where we dominated for how many years? I mean, there's kids that have graduated high school that have never seen the Packers win at home against the Lions. It's crazy.
It's funny because
isn't that wild, Spenny?
That's pretty wild.
You know that we're getting close because Vikings fans are piping up on X, running their games about how the Lions won't win more than 3 road games.
That's cute.
They are. They're cute, but no. What do we know? Young Justin, do we have this information? So what do we know, even though we don't know?
It's all Schultz stuff. So I've got the graphics here.
Okay.
For week 1, here's what Jordan Schultz said.
All right, so Packers open the season at home against the Lions. That'll be 4:25 on Sunday. So, okay.
America's game of the
America's
week.
game of the week. There it is. Joe Buck will be rolling out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, that's what you get.
Yeah.
And then we also have this one.
The Vikings will host the Lions on Christmas Day,
Yep.
and a game that will be on Netflix, by the way.
The dual holiday is going to be tough this year.
I tried to tell you guys this was going to happen.
It's tough to pull off, though. Like,
my wife's going to be fired up.
I can get away with Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, we're going to have
it's an
Christmas
institution.
with a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old. Like, there's no way I'm going to be like, sorry, honey. Like, they're screwing up my life.
I'll do pregame Christmas.
Yeah, people will fill the role, but I mean, I love NFL football. I watch NFL football anytime, anywhere, but you're taking away the holidays now.
Yeah,
it's going to be put to the test. Like, look, we always say the NFL trumps all.
It does.
But this is the ultimate test.
Well, and there's going to be 3 games on Christmas.
Yeah.
So, like, how am I supposed to be engaged? Like, this is the 1 year I want my kid to wake up at 4 a.m., let's get all the Christmas crap out of the way. Open your presents. We'll do all that fun stuff. But then it's in the basement for the rest of Christmas. Don't talk to Dad. He's watching football all day long. Like,
well, you just gotta.
That's not an option.
It's gonna be in my house, Neil. I'm ready to take the heat.
You're gonna have to get him such a good gift.
For this.
Yeah, that's easy to say here in May.
Well, you just gotta get them something where they're so preoccupied with their gift that they don't get them a Switch 2 that's going to be coming out soon, and then they'll just be
the kids aren't the problem.
Is it a home game?
No, it's a road game.
No, it's in
Can't
Minnesota.
even buy tickets and be like, oh, it's Christmas for everybody.
Woodward
It's gonna try to take
Sports
that angle.
chat thread. Dexter James, Joe Buck is Monday Night Football. I keep forgetting that he's with ESPN now. I always forget that. Peaceful Tim, Spenny's a part of Packer Pride. Lentz,
not true.
You never really know someone. We saw it. We saw video evidence.
Picture evidence.
Picture evidence.
Wasn't evidence. Doctored image. Quite
Yeah.
literally.
So yeah, and I knew that was going to happen. Spenny, that was my one guarantee. They will play on Christmas.
Yeah.
100% they will play on Christmas. And
we're going to love it. You're going to love it.
You're not going to love it.
I'm not going to love it.
Oh, come on.
You're right. Look.
Come on.
We're all married to great women, or else we wouldn't be married.
Play. Guys, you don't have to get me anything for Christmas this year.
Doesn't matter.
I want stuff
need
for
I need
Christmas.
4
It doesn't
hours. That's
matter.
what I need. Just give me 4 hours.
You don't get it.
And you
Not
don't
on
have to give
Christmas
me-
Day. That's their breaking point. Trust me. I just lived this last year. Trust me.
What were you doing on Christmas?
I had to go to Hawaii for work.
Oh, well, that's a little different than me sitting in the basement for 4 hours.
Okay.
Like, come on. So,
John Hughes, Neil's got it right. The wife is a problem. She's going to be breathing fire.
well, I got 364 days to make it up to her.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's easy.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Look,
You say you got to think of the players.
can we chat?
The players
Paul?
have to do it.
That's what I was saying. Like, do you think Holly Campbell is giving Dan shit?
That's a good point.
Do you think Miss St. Brown or Miss Goff is giving
She's
him
so
shit
hot.
about work? No. So the wife's got to understand this is our job. You married into this. You understand the schedule's the schedule. I don't control it, but I
That's
have to
all
show
well
up.
and good. Can
Just
we
like Dan
chat pull
Campbell
this?
doesn't control this. Holly's
Is-
not going to give him shit.
Is Stick underestimating the impact of a Lions game on Christmas Day? Because he is. And if you want to try to make this sound like it's going to be simple, it's not.
It
If
is
you
simple.
want to make this sound
If
like
you married the right woman,
no,
it's simple.
there we go. I was waiting for that one. And it's in here in the chat too. Justin Station says this, and it's cute to say. If your old lady has a problem with you watching football on holidays, I feel bad for you.
Right.
Justin, not
Right.
holidays.
Find a new old lady.
Christmas.
And not watching,
Different.
not being in the house because you're working. Like,
I'm telling you guys.
There's a difference than having it on the TV.
We can't talk about this intelligently because we haven't lived it, and we're about to. And Stick,
that's why
your wife is great. She is. She's a great.
Dr. Corey's she will
awesome.
accept this. She will. I have faith in my heart. It'll be a Christmas miracle. I'll wake up. There'll be a nice gifted Lions paraphernalia under the tree. She'll say, honey, why don't you put on that new hoodie and head downstairs? Here, I got you something from Jars. Go downstairs and have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Woodward Sports chat thread.
Or you can
Peaceful
bring the
Tim.
family to the studio, have a Woodward Sports Christmas.
I mean, I've done it every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Baby Joey was on last Thanksgiving.
I'm going to be wearing the Santa suit the whole time.
So how about this? We just do it from my house. I'm inviting the fellas over.
See, look at him trying to get out of this right now. Yeah. Look at him trying to get out of
coming over to my house?
You have a very nice house, Stick, but that's a hike on Christmas.
No, Stick. You come in here in the studio like the rest of us.
Right.
You leave your family and you do it too.
I like
and
Stick's
deal with
house.
the complications and repercussions.
He's got a really nice
You know what my girls are going to learn? That Dad is dedicated to his job.
There you go.
That nothing will get in the way of his craft, even a holiday.
Just tell them, you like the roof over your head? This is how I pay
This
for
is how
it.
it happens. That's usually the one that I hide behind too.
It's fair.
Yeah, you like the dinner we had today? Yeah, it came from somewhere.
You like those presents, huh?
Yeah. You like those presents? Huh?
Yeah.
You want more? Then show up with me.
Jojo Rofo, Stick is going to get filleted alive, and his wife will never let him live it down. Peaceful Tim, spoken like a newlywed.
Second marriage, though, so I learned some things.
Fair.
Danny G, y'all overreacting. Okay,
See?
wait and see.
Danny gets it.
You guys.
Danny gets most things.
Is our
Danny's
Woodward
the man.
Sports Chat poll, is Stick underestimating the impact of a Lions game on Christmas Day? 79% of you say yes. He'll learn. He'll absolutely learn. What else do we got?
Listen, if my wife's not a team player, then so be it. But like I said,
they're all team players, Stick. They are.
then
If
there
you
you
work
go.
in this profession, they're a team player.
Then there you go. It's not like I'm going to Hawaii
except on Christmas
in a
Day.
hotel room away from my family
Except on
where it's
Christmas
90
Day.
degrees and
It was
tropical.
it was only 83.
Okay, well, it's only 83. Like, I could understand if Corey was pissed at me for, hey, sorry, honey, I got to go sit by myself in Hawaii. Yes, she's mad. But come on. She knows the deal. She's been with me long enough.
Chris,
Fair.
the ones most upset about it are the players. Alex Anzalone's already posted some messages about his disdain towards it.
Yeah, it sucks. I feel bad for those guys. Christmas and Thanksgiving sucks for them.
Gee, I do not feel bad for any player.
Well, that's
when
fair.
the paycheck comes through and you got six figures on a weekly basis hitting your account, you're gonna play when they tell you to play.
That's a very good point.
Steve O'Baby, Neil, what if the
I would
Pistons
do
were
it.
to play on Christmas Day just like the Lions are going to play on Christmas Day?
Pistons could be a
Which game are you watching? Who's paying me?
Pistons could be a Christmas Day.
They could be.
Yeah. That would be cool.
So you just hope the Lions are at night, right? The nighttime Christmas.
Did it say the time on
you
it?
can get away with it depending on what.
Yeah, because the Pistons are new to the Christmas Day thing, so they'll stick them on at noon.
Well, they
Yeah.
usually go geographic too, like east to west.
It doesn't say the time.
So-
but
Yeah. So,
Oops.
Craig, 1,000% underestimating.
they'll
Yes.
never notice you working hard, but they will notice you being absent on Christmas. Sounds like an origin story to me. Villain origin story, bro.
Hell
My
yeah.
dad had
Wait.
to go to a Lions
I
game
mean,
1 year, and
what's-
it ruined my life forever.
What's
Listen,
Warren
my
Buffett's
kids
quote?
know better.
fair.
They're built for this.
A Lions matchup
Okay, here we go.
What, from who?
When news breaks, we break in.
from Jordan Schultz.
Okay. He deleted the last one.
Yeah.
Well, 6 minutes ago. The Chiefs will host the Lions in Week 6 on Sunday Night Football in what should be an electric matchup between two of the NFL's top teams.
Electric.
Yep.
Another chance
That makes
for
sense.
Goff to own Mahomes.
Yeah.
They're gonna have another. The Eagles Lions will be prime time too. Whether it be Monday, that's probably gonna be Monday
Monday
night.
night, yeah.
So yeah,
That Monday night, that'll be the most watched Monday night game of the year.
Oh yeah,
Eagles Lions. That's the one I can't wait for.
yeah.
That is the one. How about you, Stick? Which one are you most excited about for real? Because we know the opponents.
What of the games that have been announced so far?
No, just in totality, because we know who the opponents are.
I don't care. I mean, they're all good to me. There's no matchup that I'm overly excited for, and there's no matchup I'm disappointed in. I just want to see the Lions play football. I don't care who. It doesn't matter. As long as the Honolulu Blues on the field, I'm happy.
Sound Kayak brings up a good point. Stick won't hear about it until his wife pulls it out during an argument 5 years from now.
And you know what? That's equity I'm willing to kick down the road, right? Like
it's like a dead cap hit.
Yeah, he's backloading the contract.
I backloaded the argument for 5 years down. Remember the Christmas? You weren't even there for the kids. I'll be there, honey.
Adis 411, Chiefs, Commanders, Ravens. No, it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. Danny G, no week 2 bye weeks, please. LOL.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to finding out the most in this schedule release is when the bye week is.
Hoping it's week 7, week 8. That'd be perfect.
10, week 11. Yeah. That's when you want your bye week.
No doubt.
They got it. Well, it was like what?
It was like week 5 last
year.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out great because that was when we took our honeymoon.
But our whole team
I did my whole honeymoon around the Lions bye week.
That was,
and it worked out great.
Great wedding.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Brendan, the Viking schedule is looking brutal. I've seen 2 overseas games, a Thursday night game, a Monday night game. I've yet to hear a Sunday game.
I haven't seen overseas.
Suck it, Brendan.
Yeah, the Vikings have to play back-to-back weeks overseas.
Yeah, they're staying over there.
That's
good. Keep them there.
I guess they're losing 2 away games, though, which is kind of stupid. Shouldn't it be a home and an away game? I don't know. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. But
there's always some kind of angle for the Vikings to benefit, and it still doesn't work.
Yeah. I would hate that. If I was a Vikings fan, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I hate it when they were sending the Lions over there because, like, I always felt like they just send the crappiest teams.
Yeah,
like,
that used to be the case.
It used to be the Jaguars.
Well, yeah, but that used to
Jacksonville
be
and the
case.
Jets are going to be playing.
But now they're sending like a good team there. Like you'll play the Browns or whatever, but they'll send like a good team to play the Browns or something. Dumbo Jumbo. That's the cuckiest answer you could ever give, Stick.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he's referring to. What?
I don't either, but I figured maybe you did know, and that's why I brought it up.
He just wanted to say the word cuck.
Yeah.
It's a great word.
It has trended up over the past 365
like
days. Yeah. Cuck and El Mago are back, baby.
For sure.
John Hughes. The Vikings have 8 home games, 2 neutral games, and 7 away games. Not sure about brutal. They just want to cry. Because they want to build in the excuses already. Because then I'll have to hear about why Justin Jefferson had 3 catches for 50 yards and the excuses that follow.
You're going to put J.J. McCarthy on display.
I know. Absolutely.
He's the selling point of the league.
All right, let's do this. Let's take the break and come back. And we're getting the leaks. And we're talking Lions schedule.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can't
can we
believe
go
you talked anything else today?
Can we go game by game of the games we know?
3-0.
Break them down.
All right. Calling all Tigers fans. Join us for the White Claw Tigers Watch Party Tour. Woodward Sports will be hitting 4 of the top bars in Detroit. 4 to watch a Tigers game live on Woodward. Join the Woodward Heavies. They'll hit McShane's Pub, Nemo's Bar, Second Best, and the Old Miami. Spencer will do very well at the Old Miami. Be a part of the fun and see the reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to one of the hottest teams in baseball with one of the most mercurial players in the game. Join Spencer and Easy on Friday, May 23rd, the first watch party at McShane's Irish Pub in Corktown. It's the White Claw Watch Party, brought to you by Easttown Distributors, and Ben Johnson Law.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Ace Young Justin, he's in our NFL Lions schedule headquarters right now, breaking the news as the news breaks.
Presented by Massage Chair House.
And
Massage Chair House.
Thing's fucking awesome, dude. I love that thing so much.
8 o'clock tonight, right? That's the official word. Oh, by the way, Lions single game tickets go on sale tonight at 8 o'clock, ironically enough.
Good luck.
So good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Get your ticket. So okay. We know opening night is at Green Bay.
Yep.
Possibly. I mean, these are leaks. They're very, very well versed in great source leaks. Like Jordan Schultz is not as good of sources. As
our leaks
Yes.
from the sources that we trust the most.
Yes.
At Green Bay, week 1, I like it.
Yes.
That'll be the Fox game of the week. Thanksgiving, Green Bay.
That is, yeah. That's what Justin just said. I don't think
Thanksgiving, Green Bay?
Thanksgiving home against Green Bay.
So we're knocking out Green Bay both games?
It's not been confirmed yet.
Yeah, no.
But that's according to our source that we trust.
Oh, I think that one got deleted.
No, what got
He
deleted?
that
Got
one.
deleted.
We're getting
Okay.
confused here, guys.
Yeah,
he
he
tweeted out Vikings.
Yeah, he tweeted out
Thanksgiving.
Vikings Thanksgiving.
Then
He meant Christmas
took
Day.
that and
Okay.
Christmas Day. But what he meant was Vikings Christmas
So we have
Day.
have
don't know
week 1.
Thanksgiving yet.
Okay, we have week 1 at Green Bay.
Yes.
We have the Kansas City matchup. What is that week? What, Justin?
6.
6 against Sunday
Week
against
6
And we got Christmas.
at Kansas City, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Christmas Day at Minnesota. That's what we have. So let's break it down.
Let's do it.
Week 1 at Green Bay, dub. Who says no? We own that place.
Yeah. I love that matchup. When you guys were at the golf outing on Monday, I was rooting Vikings because I wanted to rip the heart out of the Vikings real early.
I always want that.
Yeah, just to expose them early.
Right.
Like, they had a nice little story
Cute
last
story,
year,
yeah.
but I wish we could have ended it earlier. It would have helped the Lions in the long run. But I don't mind Green Bay. I love ripping the heart out of LaFleur and all those Packers fans who just live on their history. They're not real fans. They've never had to deal with real adversity, and you're seeing it. Now that the Lions are beating the shit out of them every year, their fans don't know how to act.
Yeah, they haven't been a factor at the top echelon of this league in over a decade.
And even when they were,
they weren't really.
Were they?
No,
Like, it
because
was a flash in the pan.
Yeah,
with Aaron
they
Rodgers.
always lost at home in the playoffs.
Congrats.
Like they were
Right.
fake. They were fake good. Dante 151. Packers will have the Commanders on Thursday night to start week 2 at home. So the Packers will most likely start
0-2.
0-2.
The Lions' hangover is going to be real by week 2.
Oh, I love it. Okay. So then we have week 6 at Kansas City. Monday night.
Yep.
I wonder what games are going to surround him. Stick, again, you heard me talk about it on Monday when we were over at Edgewood. This is the most, all joking aside, this is the most brutal schedule that's ever been constructed in the history of sport.
Great.
It is, for real.
Great.
No, and I'm not going to sit here and cry about it.
Yeah,
Still
go out and
expect
win.
to go win.
Yeah,
Still
go win.
expect to win the division. 100%. I think the 10.5 win total in Vegas is probably about justified. That's about what I see. 11-6. Because remember, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, going 11-6, won their division by a game. Like, it's not. We're past that part, and I know that again. And I always like to hat tip Stick because he curated this term, new money Lions fans.
Yeah.
I think the new money Lions fans will expose themselves this year because this is a brutal schedule. All jokes aside,
It is, and like you said, this is the time where like people who understand football
who know ball.
will still be calm, and the people who are just started liking football and like, now I'm a Lions fan.
How are we 6-4?
Wait, they lost 2 games in a row? Oh my God, the ceiling's falling. It's like, no, this year's different. I think we learned last year, regular season, it matters, but it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
As long as you're making the tournament at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So stay healthy, get through the regular season. The regular season is now just a box you need to check on your way to a Super Bowl. It's no longer, oh my God, the Lions have to win on the road. We haven't won on the road in 3 years. Oh my God, the Lions haven't beat the Packers in 10 years. We got to go do it. Like, all those ghosts have been expelled. They're gone. Goodbye. Now, just get through the regular season and let's fucking go come playoff time.
Chris Parmalee, shout out to the Woodward crew, Detroit born and raised, lifelong Lions fan, and I'm telling you, we don't need an edge. We got Ahmed Hassanin. So the other edge, he'll be the other edge. He's going to dominate. Let's go Lions. So there's that out there.
He will die
well.
for Dan Campbell.
He did say
That's
that.
all I need to know.
That is all I need to know. Stephen Baffy says, Lions at Packers. Sunday, October 12th, Lions at Chiefs. Thursday at 27th, Thanksgiving, Packers at Lions, which will be the 1 o'clock game because it always is, or 12:30, whatever it is. And then Christmas against the Vikings. Do you see a loss in the games we know?
Yeah. I mean,
there'll be a loss.
Yeah. But
I'm not insane.
Can I see them winning all those games too?
Sure.
Yeah. Like, that's all I've ever asked for in my life, Neil, was to be able to turn the TV on Sunday or whenever the Lions are playing and not know the outcome. And now you're to a point where you expect the win, but, you know, there's going to be upsets. There's going to be flare-ups. There's going to be things that you can't predict. You know, could they lose to Kansas City in Kansas City? Is it in Kansas City, Justin?
Yes.
It is in Kansas
Yep.
City.
Yeah, and you know what? Do I think they're better than Kansas City? I do, but they've had Kansas City's number the last 2 times they've played.
Jared Goff's undefeated. Never lost.
Not once.
Not once ever.
Once. Even
never
when he was-
ever. Never ever.
Even when he was in LA, he didn't lose to them.
Never ever. Never ever.
It's only 2 games.
Never lost.
That's true. Never lost.
Head to head.
Head to head. 2-0.
Head to head. He's better.
And he's done it. He's
better,
been like
Spenny.
he's been like Tupac in his wins over Patrick Mahomes. How do you want it?
Yep.
He spun it for 500 yards once, and then he grounded out the next time.
See, I thought you were going to go with "You Can't See Me."
Well, he can't.
That's also Tupac. Yeah.
Very sure. Yeah. Shout out
Can't
John
see
Cena.
him. No, but that could be a loss, right? I mean, it wouldn't be a, oh my God, the sky's falling loss, because the Chiefs are eventually going to beat the Lions, right?
Yeah.
It's got to happen, right?
Probably.
If they do lose the Monday night game to the Chiefs, Benny, is it time to bench Jared Goff and start to tank for the draft?
It might be. You might have to turn the keys over to Hendon Hooker if they lose in Kansas City on Monday night.
I fully expect that from the heavyweights.
I mean, didn't someone tweet?
I fully expect that.
Didn't someone tweet after the Bucks lost last year, "Save us, Hendon Hooker"? So I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I mean, they're definitely going to be crash outs.
That was Travis.
That was Travis.
That was all Travis. Yeah.
He has
DNC
apologized for his overreaction.
For his
Great
sins.
engagement.
Yeah.
DNCENT. Nope. I've been a football fan for a long time. Doesn't make back-to-back losses okay. Doesn't make not winning the division okay. Doesn't make 10-7 okay.
Yes, it does.
None of that matters.
Shut up.
Like, yeah.
Just shut up. Know your floor. Know where we used to be. Know where we came from. Know where we are.
Would I like to be better than 10-7? Yes. Would I like to not win back or not lose back-to-back games? Yes. Would I
great.
like to win the division?
It's
Yes.
all fun stuff.
None of it matters.
Right.
We are in the playoffs and nothing else. If you don't win in the playoffs, it doesn't matter if you won 15 games and the division. You'll lose in the second round. Cool. That means nothing.
Yeah,
You got
that's
to win the
thing.
playoffs.
Like 2 years ago, they won 2 playoff games, right? Last year, they were 15-2, won 0 playoff games. The regular season means nothing.
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 It's nice.
It's cute.
It feels good.
It's like Cade Cunningham triple-double in a loss. It's cute. It's nice. It makes you feel good, but it doesn't matter.
Loom can make you feel good.
Loom can make you feel
The
good.
Buzzins.
Stick. Tell us about
That's
Loom.
me. Yeah. We had a few.
They were in full effect.
And you can get yours for 30% off. Stop by Loom. They're a part of our golf outings all summer long. So you know there's going to be fresh cans of Loom Buzzin' lying around. Justin walked out of there with a full cooler that probably weighed 400 pounds from the
I
cases.
grabbed a couple of them.
You grabbed a couple. I took a couple, and everybody at the golf course
They're
was
awesome.
having a good time.
They're so good.
Only 7.5 grams, so like one of them is just a nice buzz, but you want to have some fun, shotgun a few, and let's go. Get 30% off your entire order. WSN30. Go to Loom today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
All right, final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule, Stick here in for D-Mac. He's the closer today. Came in to lock it down. Chase, Young Justin,
what
Spencer.
D-Mac has working right now, he texted me yesterday. He's like, I got to take off. This is pretty important. And
it's pretty big.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it.
No, I would not.
But, man, if he pulls this off.
That'd be fucking awesome.
My God. So I told him, you had me at Canada.
Which you often do, as a matter of fact.
So I'm an easy sell.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Rich Baldwin, Stick, you need to wash that hat, LOL.
Yeah, sorry, all my hats are worn, sweated in.
Man hat.
Yeah, I don't like buying new hats. They don't fit.
If your
right.
hat doesn't look like that, you're probably a liberal
comfy.
sissy.
Probably.
If you don't got sweat stains, what are you doing?
That's what it feels like to drive a Ford F-150.
I love.
Look at Justin's all clean and nice looking. That's just not my style. I'm a dirtball trailer park kid. What do you want? What do you want from me?
It's fair.
I had it and I just lost it, so I can't credit it to who said it. But I will give some Lions fans credit. You guys are in midseason form already, which is kind of wild to me. But you guys are. Yes, he's 2-0 against Mahomes, but he's 0-3 against Lamar and 0-2 against Josh Allen.
And what have they won? Doesn't matter. He beats the champ.
Right.
I can spin it.
And it's funny because
I
I get
Super Bowl. Those two guys haven't.
Huh?
He's been to a Super Bowl, and those two guys haven't.
Yep.
Right. And Spenny, I see even
think
sometimes
they're
when I
better
bring it up
quarterbacks,
that you're not comfortable with it. I know people aren't comfortable with it.
What?
Lamar, Allen, and Goff.
Oh, they're all
all
in
the same boat.
Yeah, for sure.
Exact same.
Got to win a Super Bowl. That's where they all are.
That's it.
Obviously, Allen and Lamar have the MVPs, and they're more talented when you talk about like arm strength and stuff like that. But all three of them are win the Super Bowl, and then you can be in that upper echelon.
And if the Lions do win this year, if they win it this year,
Oh my God, you guys are not gonna be able to stand.
and Goff gets a Super Bowl before Lamar and Allen, then what? Then what's the discussion?
If Goff
for?
has as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford, I cannot wait to shove it down everybody's throat.
I just want the Lions to win the Super Bowl.
But
That
both
would
things have to happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess a backup could come in and win.
Good, but still, if you're winning the Super Bowl, it's going to be with Jared Goff.
The Lions. Why would the Lions need to put Hooker in for Goff when they have Jamison Williams who can play quarterback?
That's a good point.
What is this town's obsession with the Jamison Williams interception?
They just want a mobile quarterback.
It's fair. It's fair.
Why does JMO get hate for that?
It was a stupid play. He's got to eat that. But I mean,
Well, he's not a quarterback.
yeah, it's true. But he's got to. You can't throw in a double coverage down the sideline. He's just got to just tuck it, get as many yards as you can.
Do you think he even had a read, like what was going on?
I think yes. I think there was a play.
Do you think he analyzed it and said, "Oh my, he's double"?
I think Ben Johnson stressed to him multiple times all week and before the play, if this one read isn't there, don't throw the ball. But he made a stupid play.
Life comes at you pretty fast.
Yeah.
If you don't stop and look around once in a while,
Yep.
you'll miss it.
Check out the defense and make sure your guy's not double covered.
Lions going to go undefeated at home this year?
No.
They could.
I think they're going to.
They didn't last
They
year.
didn't last year.
I think they will this year.
The schedule's kind of easier at home this year than it was last year.
Well, they got Dallas, the Giants, Cleveland.
All these fun
Tampa.
little marks I don't care about. Like, are they going to go undefeated on the road? No. Are they going to go undefeated at home? No. Are they going to win the division? Maybe not. Are they?
They are.
Like, they should, right? But are
Because
they
they'll be 5-1 minimum.
But am
in-
I
in
going to
division
panic
play.
at all throughout this entire season unless they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs? No.
I talked about this with Sean Stick. When we do the pregame show, man, there's gonna be a lot of wash, rinse, repeat, dude. Like this is fun, and I'm happy to be here, and we're down here having some drinks, and we'll talk about the game and everything. But in the grand scheme of this, it's largely irrelevant.
Yeah, well,
that's just the way it is, man. Sorry.
The regular season is now the pregame show to the playoffs.
Bingo.
Like
that's what it.
you're
Stick,
gonna
that's
do-
what it is.
You're doing 17 preseason shows,
Yeah.
essentially. 'Cause
If
the
you
real
want,
season is playoffs.
yeah, if you want somebody that's going to be all worked up and tell you that this is the most important thing in the world, go to the flagship for that. I'm not doing that. Like, I keep it real with everybody, and that's just the way it's going to be, man. Like, I won't. I know you guys will. Like the Jamison Williams throws interceptions crowd. You'll overanalyze it and you'll get worked up, man. But this is a very, very bottom line, just like last year. Was I hyped up about the 15-2? We all were, man.
It was great.
Did it cloud our judgment of reality to say, hey, guys, there's 23 dudes on the IR here? Yes, it did. 100%. But make no mistake, it was not a success. There was only one outcome that was a success last year.
Yep.
They
Super
didn't
Bowl or
achieve
bust.
it. There's only one outcome that's a success this year. And unless they achieve that outcome, it's not a success. Next year, same. Year after, it is one outcome. One. That's it. That's all.
But with you saying that, there's also the nuance of we are at a successful point in the Lions' tenure.
Sure.
Right? Where our floor and our expectations is Super Bowl. It has never been that in the entire history of this organization. Not once, not ever was it Super Bowl or bust for this team. Super Bowl. It has only been that in the past 2 years. So, like, as much as we want to say it's Super Bowl or bust, it's still nice to live where we're living right now, because that is uncharted territory. It's the best view we've ever had as Lions fans. So it's weird to be like, it's Super Bowl or bust or it's a failure, because to me it's also, but no matter what, we can't lose because we're already living in the big-ass house.
Real cream of wheat. Yeah, I wanted at least one playoff win last year. I don't care, real cream of wheat. They didn't win the Super Bowl, so I don't care. It would have made no difference to me. None. Or if we won a playoff game and then lost, zero difference. Zero.
No, that's true.
Like that. If you're going to talk about that like it's Super Bowl or bust, then that's the mindset you have to have.
Yep.
When you tell me stuff like that, you don't have that mindset. For real.
You can't say regular season doesn't matter. Now, what we mean by that is you aren't going to win a Super Bowl in the regular season.
Correct.
Now, do you have to check a specific number of games off in the win column to make it? Then yes, that is why the regular season
That's
is important.
understood, though. Like, come on, guys, let's stop getting fucking granular all the time about it, all
But
right?
you got to break it down for these people because they're like, oh, well, if you go 0-16, the regular season matters. It's like, yes, we can all understand that. We live in common sense land. But what we're saying is you can't win a championship in August. You can't win a championship in October. You can't win a championship in December. You got to get there. And that's the only thing that matters this year for the Detroit Lions is getting to a Super Bowl. Winning it, it would be the cherry on top. But for this team to even take a further step, they have to win an NFC championship. Period. End of story. If they don't do that, it's a complete failure. If they win an NFC championship and lose in the Super Bowl, it's maybe a 70-30 failure. You still learned something. You've progressed further than you've ever been. But I think at the end of the day, unless you, for 100% success, it's got to be Super Bowl. Period. End of story.
No, and that's all there is. Because they could go win them all. They could win them all. And if they don't win it, the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter.
Patriots really love that undefeated season. They talk about it all the time.
All the time, man, in lore. All right, that'll do it. What is today, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Tomorrow's
October.
Thursday? Thursday fight?
Fight night, yeah, I'll find one. We got a couple.
We got a couple racked
No, we got the
already.
brothers banked. The
brother
brothers
fight.
at the hockey game, at the Vegas Oilers game, who are fighting each other in the crowd.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah, I haven't seen
Good.
that.
Storyline to it. I like it. So stay tuned tomorrow. Thursday fight, DMAC. We have that for you at noon. So everybody knows that.
Can I get one reaction for you before we go?
Yeah.
Steelers at Jets, week 1. Possible return for Aaron Rodgers to the Jets
Pittsburgh
and Justin
confirmed.
Fields against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh confirmed.
I'll edge my lawn before I watch that.
What about Commanders-Eagles playing week 16 and then week 18?
Yeah, they do that from time to time with the division rivals.
That's fun. Shout out to Bigo Crazy in the chat. Man, I don't like stick takes, but he's right about this one. Yeah, that's the tough part. You may not like what I say, but it's right.
But it's right. I
Sorry.
appreciate you stepping in, man.
Hey,
It was
always fun.
You closed down the game,
I had
man.
a lot to say. I haven't been on the air at all this week. So
One walk, 3 strikeouts. Perfect. For Stick, For
bring in the tall righty.
For Spencer, for young Justin and Chase, I'm Neil Rowe. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.